Hello, guys and girls and old people out there. Welcome back to another episode of Daily Dose of Eliza. I hope you are all doing well, or at least that you're being kind to yourself today. Today, it's Saturday here, and I had a really chilled morning. It's my rest day as well. I did a really gentle stretch and yoga morning flow, and there's a special topic I wanted to talk about today, which I faced in the past a lot. And so today's episode is about something I've really thinking, especially in the past 1 month about lately. It is the power of being alone. Not lonely, but alone. There's a difference, right? Being alone doesn't mean you're missing something. It can actually mean you're finding something you can't really hear or feel when the world gets too loud. So, I wanted to structure this episode a little bit into I think it will be 5 parts. And the first part is about the quiet space. I think we live in a time where being alone almost feels I would say unnatural. We fill every empty moment with scrolling through social media, talking, working, just doing something all the time. But the truth is, solitude can be incredibly healing if you let it. When you're alone, there's no one else to perform for, no one to impress, no energy to manage. No, it's just you. You just simply are in this moment. And in that space, you start to notice things like your thoughts, your habits, the patterns that play out when no one's watching. Sometimes that can be uncomfortable because it's like you really listen to your inner voice, but other times it's exactly what helps you to grow. I had a lot of moments like this in the past. Just lately, one when I flew over to Dubai and I arrived here, and it was the first 2 days I was alone here before a friend of mine joined me. And this situation was so overwhelming to me. I had to handle everything with immigration here. I had to work at the same time. I wanted to update my family, and there was suddenly this feeling of being in this completely new city, having to organize everything, dealing with my daily work at the same time, discovering everything. And that was super, super overwhelming. And but then I mean, it's totally okay to feel like this, and it's super important to let those emotions to feel in the moment and accept them for what they are. But then I just laid down at the pool and I started listening to a podcast, but I felt like I need some quiet moment right now, so I put it off, and then I just started to listening to my inner voice, to what I am feeling right now, what is coming to my mind, reflect, just also recognize where I am right now. And you can talk here about a time when you just feel like you needed some time for yourself and what you recognize in this moment. And those are the moments that are so important to our life, to our daily life. And you should at least take 5 minutes a day to just reflect. Just sit down. 5 minutes is totally enough, but sit down and reflect. Look out of the window, no distraction, no phone, no social media. And just listen to yourself, and you will see it's super exciting what comes to your mind and what your body, your mind is telling you. But the next part I want to talk about is the fear of being alone. Um, let's be honest, a lot of us are scared of being alone, and I was it as well for a couple of times in the past. We confuse it with being unloved or forgotten or just handling all by myself, feeling overwhelmed and all of this. But solitude isn't about isolation. It's about reconnection, reconnecting to yourself, to your values, to your higher self. When you give yourself time alone, you start to realize what truly fills you and what just distracts you from your calling or whatever you have. You get clarity. You hear your intuition again. You remember what you actually want, not what everyone else wants for you or what everyone else is doing around you and what you think you should do. No, it's just about a thing you really want for yourself. It's like turning a radio. When all the noise fades, suddenly the signal gets clear. And this is such an important moment when you realize what you really are. What is your purpose? What do you want to achieve? What are your goals and all of this? And yeah, actually, it's frightening in the first moment of being alone and accepting this situation right now, but it's so much more eye-opening in the end, and you walk out of this with a clear picture what you have about your future, about your current life. So yeah, well, the next part is benefits of solitude. There are, I would say, four goals that I've learned, and maybe you can relate to them as well. The first one is being alone for a while definitely helps you with recharging your energy. We give so much energy out there to ourselves instead of giving, no. It's like we give we give so much of our energy to others during the day. Like just imagine the people you walk by, you see every day, you see in the elevator, you see in the office, at work, you come home to your partner, to your family. There's so much energy we invest to others, in friends, relationships and works, and that's okay and that's normal. But alone time helps you to fill your own cup again. So yeah, you can give more energy to those people out there, but in the end, you should not give all your energy to others. You should invest in yourself. You should protect your energy. And yeah, that leads me to the second goal. It's building self-trust. When you spend time with yourself, you learn that you can rely on yourself to comfort yourself, to make decisions, to find peace without external validation. Well, in the end, the only person that is responsible for your life is you. So you decide how your life should look like. You decide what person you are in the end of the day. And it's about your decisions. It's about small decisions. It's about big decisions. But in the end, you should always ask one question. Do I take this decision, this situation for myself, or am I doing it because of other people? And this is about to get like creative clarity as well, which is the third part, or the third goal that comes from solitude. Just remember the last time you've been alone, or a couple of days you haven't been surrounded by friends, by family, you just spent it at home. This could have been a weekend, or also like when you felt sick or something, whatever. what happened to yourself? Like, what ideas did you have compared to situations where you were surrounded by people? Because one thing I realized is that creative clarity flows when I'm alone. I have the best ideas. I have reflection and personal growth moments when no one else is around me. And this is one of the game changing moments or situations in solitude. First, it's frightening, but then when you open up and accept, and there comes so many ideas, it flows like it's insane. What kind of power is there? And yeah, that's what I love, I think, most. Yeah, because silence is so important. It gives space for inspiration and yeah, inspiration and revalue and growth and refocus, all of this. And at least the last benefit or last main benefit is that it really strengthens your relationships. This sounds ironic, but more comfortable. Yeah, like the more comfortable you are being alone, the better your connections become. It's because you stop depending on others to fill your emptiness. It's you connect out of fullness instead. Like you're not forced to spend time with others, or you don't need them so much in your life. I mean, yeah, you do need them, and it's good that all your close friends are there. But it's not like so necessary. Like when someone is not available right now, it's not like, oh, you're depressed and you don't know what to do. No, you enjoy the time a lot, and maybe it's a sign out of the universe that you should spend some time with yourself right now. And yeah, this is what you really appreciate at the end of the day. And what being alone teaches me most is that the main thing, I think, is that your own company is enough. That you can sit in silence and still feel whole. You don't need people around you. That you can walk through a city by yourself and feel at peace, not invisible. You can discover the world on yourself. You can travel on your own. You don't need other people around you for starting this trip, to go on a road trip, to go to the museum, to go to a concert, whatever you want. You don't have to join someone to find joy in the things you would like to do. Yeah, then solitude doesn't mean lack. It means presence. Presence with yourself and inner peace and healing. And that is what happened to me actually right now, because I had a lot of, like I told you, I had two friends that joined me here in Dubai for the first couple of weeks, and I loved it. I love that they've been there for the first weeks and we discovered the city together. We went out for dinner, we went to the beach club, and I'm pretty sure that maybe I would have done some of those activities as well on my own, but not that often. Like, we went literally out every day for dinner, and it really helped me to, I don't know how I should say this, but maybe it's like stopping your head running and running around and thinking and can't stop thinking about situations and all of this, and just stop it for the moment. Put all the thoughts, all the things, all you struggle with right now on the side and just live in this moment. And yeah, when they left, it was a big change for me as well, because I finally moved in into my new apartment. I did like furniture shopping, all the pieces arrived step by step. It was super fast, but in the end, it's also a couple of days you are without a TV board, without a couch table and all of this. So it doesn't really feel like home in the first days. And this time was really challenging for me because I felt like, oh, I had so much in my mind to organize and to stuff come together and all of this. But from day to day, it came along and the big picture was there. And now I just sit here in my own apartment. I mean, it's my fucking dream apartment I currently have here. And I just, sit down here and I reflect and I feel like, oh my God, I'm doing so great right now on my own. I enjoy my cooking evenings. I enjoy this time I spend in the sun alone, reading my favorite book, listen to a podcast. I love how I wake up in the morning, excited for my journal, excited for my 10-minute reading in the morning, to do my coffee on my own. And and I'm really also proud about, like, I did a lot of solo trips in the past and I'm so proud of this. And this is a moment I finally can reconnect and I can refocus and I can say, yeah, Elisa, you did an amazing job and you can be so proud of yourself. And so that's what solitude really, really teach me. And where I finally see the whole process of it, like from struggling in the first and in the beginning and then frightening a little bit and now being so proud and really appreciating that I had this. So if you've been avoiding being alone, maybe this is your sign to stop running from it. So take a little break from the noise, from the constant connection, and just be with yourself. You don't have to escape forever. You will never be lonely forever or alone. You just long enough to hear your own thoughts again. And when this happens, you will exactly know why you spend this time with yourself. Because the truth is, the more time you spend getting to know yourself, the less you will need others to tell who you are. So this is your sign to take a walk alone, to have dinner alone, either in a restaurant or at home. Travel alone if you can, even though it's just a day trip or a city trip or whatever. It can also be a big, big trip to Asia or whatever. Let it be awkward first and then let it become scared. There's real power in that, the power of being alone for a while. Well, I hope you did got some inspiration here. And I really hope that I could share some values, some experiences about the power of being alone with you. Thank you so much for listening. And I'm so excited to hear your experiences about, like, being alone, what you think about it. If you maybe already had some situations in the past where you exactly felt all those emotions I recently mentioned. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need to hear that solitude isn't weakness, it's strength. And until the next time, take care of your mind, your heart, and your own beautiful company, and have a lovely day.